Well, we mentioned it briefly. The Space Jam new Legacy trailer dropped. LeBron James is joining the Looney Tunes, the Toon Squad, to take on Don Cheadle. He's fighting Don Cheadle.
I was super excited to see Don Cheadle in this. And I will also say I was someone who was not skeptical of it, but I guess as someone in their, early 30s now, I didn't know how much I would care. I was shocked at how stoked I got after watching that trailer. I think it's not going to be, an Oscar-winning movie by any stretch of the imagination. Looks like it's going to be absolute fun though.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun nostalgic trip through all their Warner Brothers properties. We already saw in the trailer half of, like, almost all of their characters that they own are in that. Watching them play basketball, we had NBA and WNBA stars cameo as, I think they're called the Goon Squad in this one.
Yeah.
They're not the Monstars.
I do
Dame
think that
Lillard,
was-
Klay Thompson, and I should have looked up the women because that's important too. But there are two women WNBA players as well cameo in this movie.
Yeah, Diana Taurasi's one. Like I just thought it was awesome that they were adding that in. And this is like goes back to me the whole point where, like, if you want the WNBA to generate more revenue, you can't just say like, well, more fans have to pay attention to it. Well, it's hard to pay attention to it when it's not on TV, right? Like it goes both ways here. So I thought it was really awesome that they did that. Some people really, I don't know who this type of person is on the internet, but they exist on the dark web somewhere. There are some like pigs out there that are upset that they made Lola Bunny less voluptuous. Which I
they
think
made
is
her
like,
they gave her like when that first character poster dropped of Lola, and Twitter threw up or blew up, and it was like 50-50 split between people like, oh man, look, Lola got a breast reduction, all the women like, praise girl, get it, and then the other half is like, oh, why they gotta ruin it. And it's like, god, people are, it's just so different. Like, who cares? It's a cartoon character, and
it's a cartoon bunny
instead of, it's a cartoon bunny. Calm down. Whatever,
But
it looks, but hey, that Miami Heat reference, so good with Lola winking
I was just about to say that was my favorite part of the entire thing, when they had Lola being the Dwayne Wade impersonator during that dunk. Like, it was just so surreal to me, the highlight of the entire thing. And just to see that shot alone, and I think there's going to be a lot of other like Heatles references and stuff throughout. So I'm super excited for it. I do think it's funny that it's not like, Bronny, his son. Like, they could have totally, used him too. So
yeah, he's I don't want to be in this.
But something that looking forward to.
Yeah, for sure. And I hope we get Jordan cameo in it, and it just ends with them kind of having a soft debate about who's the greatest to play with, like the Toon Squad, and we get a little bit of that debate in the movie. I have to assume Michael's going to be in this movie at some point as a cameo. Maybe not playing basketball, but I mean, he has to show up.
That's interesting.
Right?
I was.
You really don't think so? I think
not
so.
Not after his reaction to LeBron saying he was the greatest in the Michael Jordan documentary. I don't see.
Well, see, that's why I think it would be funny. Is this? I guess it depends on the personalities and if they really are into it. But I think that's what makes it even more entertaining for them to just show up and be like, "Hey, let's have some fun with this. We'll do a scene where we're talking about who's the greatest," and there's no conclusion to it. It's just a nice little end credit type scene. But anyways, that's going to be on HBO Plus day one, so that's cool. HBO Max day one, so definitely we'll watch that. Love little things like that.